from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Kentucky Wildcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Jayhawks headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Kentucky's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. C.J. Baxter, he has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now he's looking to throw it. Oh, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's going to be really interesting to watch Kentucky this year offensively, and I think running the ball is going to be critical. Will Stein now the new head coach, and he brings in C.J. Baxter at running back from Texas, David, a guy that was so highly recruited coming out of high school, had some injury issues early on during his time at Texas, but he has tremendous upside, and if he can stay healthy, this running game, I think, can take off.
Take off, game-breaking. They fortify the offensive line in the transfer portal. They've got to get back to that physical ground game, and you're right about Baxter. This guy was all-world, everything recruit. Lightning in a bottle, can make those big plays. Look forward to watching this Kentucky offense hopefully get a bounce back and get some spring in their step.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, team. Go. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Got his man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release on the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. They've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking the shot. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Ripping through the defense. Quick with the spin move. Touchdown, Kentucky! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Running inside, it's Edwards.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and 7. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mason. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They boot it away on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Keeps it on the draw. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Off play action. Quick completion on the out. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to Baxter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Dropping back, it's Mason. Finds his man, it's McMillan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Thurman. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Thurman. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Mason. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
And he makes the extra point. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thurman.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, what a move to get open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Mason. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Second down coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Well, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it on the outside. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drop.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and snap.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little screen to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the 3rd quarter. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Gets the back moving. Lost to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Delayed handoff. It's Edwards. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll try it again. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Handoff for Baxter. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touchdown, Wildcats. Put 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Keeps it on first down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got his man. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. With the catch, it's Cox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Baxter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Kansas offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You know, many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They go back to C.J. Baxter. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Tight end now in motion. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. C.J. Baxter one more time. Shakes off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Got it behind the line. It's Bauer. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the missed connection on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner will be brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The throw, that's caught. It's Edwards. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Pickett. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. On target.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Edwards.
Gain of 4. Second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Flips it out on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Handoff for Baxter. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The run inside. It's Baxter. There's a crease. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. From midfield, looking for room. Can they catch him? And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Motion from the back. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Marshall. Fires to the right. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double digits.